Hi everyone, this is Rachel with Rachel's VSG Journey, and I'm coming at you at week 10 of my vertical sleeve gastrectomy. I can't even believe it's been 10 weeks already. This is like crazy. This is just going by so fast. But anyways, I actually have lost 4 pounds this week since my last update video. So for a total of 43 pounds. So that is something to celebrate. I woke up this morning and I was 280 on the scale. So that's pretty fabulous. I am almost into the 270s. So I've been feeling pretty good the last couple days. And when you guys look back at previous videos or whatever, one of my biggest complaints so far is just feeling a little bit more tired, running out of steam a little bit faster than I used to. I still think I'm probably not getting in all of my water per se from what I'm used to, so that could definitely play a role. But for the most part, I've been doing pretty good. It's starting to become noticeable. People are actually like, wow, you look great. You really have lost some weight. So it's really motivated me to kind of get back out into the world and enjoy my life, and also get back to work doing what I absolutely love doing, and that is helping other people with their health and nutrition and just getting healthy. So I never meant to step into that role. It was by accident, but it just became a passion, and I've helped over 1,500 people get healthy, and I kind of just took a little break when I was feeling stuck and frustrated. I had lost 100 pounds on my own, and then it's like my body was just stuck. It just did not want to lose any more weight, and I just kind of hit whatever my body said, oh, this is where you're supposed to be. Because I tried for, like I said, a good year to get all that weight off, get the rest of the weight off that I needed, and it just wasn't budging. I kept fighting with this 20 pounds, and it was quite frustrating. So that is why I decided to go with the vertical gastric sleeve, just to help me as one other tool. I still get to eat right. I get to properly, supplement my body. I get to feel great. But like I said, I just don't have the same amount of go-go gadget like I used to have. It's getting better, much better, but it's just not 100% yet. So hopefully in the next month or two, that'll get corrected and I will be where I should be. Okay, sorry about that. I had to pause the video real quick. I started sneezing. I'm down in the basement. It's a little dusty down here, and this seems to be my only escape now that the kids are home for summer. So Mama had to bring all of her workstation stuff down here. So anyways, not a lot to update. That's pretty much it. I was excited to see the scale moving again after having a big long stall. I went and did a 2-mile hike yesterday in the middle of the day. It was quite warm. Me and my daughter went, and we were cruising. I mean, I was flying through this trail, and it was one of the tougher trails at one of the parks that we go to. There was a lot of stairs in both directions. So, I was taking stairs 2 at a time. I was running up the stairs, and it was just kind of awesome to kind of have this energy at that little moment to just really go. I'm noticing how much easier it is to carry laundry up and down the stairs. It's just so much easier. I haven't seen, like I said, these numbers, and I can't even tell you how many years and years and years. I know it was way before I had children, and my oldest is 12, so that weight's been on me for a long time. So things are just getting good. I'm loving the new confidence that I have, and I just cannot wait to see where I'm at the end of this year. So I'm not trying to just live for when that happens. It's important for me to be able to see where I'm at when I hit the end of the year, but I'm trying to still live in the moment, because I know a lot of people get stuck in this mindset that after I have this surgery, everything is going to be better. You know, when I have this restriction, everything's going to be better. And, you know, it's not exactly true. Some weeks the scale doesn't move. Some weeks the scale only moves a pound, and you cannot dictate your entire life around what the scale says. You know, I have looked at my 3-year journey of getting, you know, healthy as that, a journey. It takes time, and you have to love yourself in that moment. You have to be proud of your accomplishments, and you have to make sure that you're paying attention in different areas of your life where you have unhappiness or discontent. You know, most people have some sort of childhood that they're covering up pain with food. And when food is not something that you can force in your mouth all the time for comfort, you now have to find other outlets. Some people go to the gym, but still, the gym is only an hour or 2 a day at the most. What do you do with the rest of your day? So you have to really start doing some self-evaluation and making sure that you're fixing things in your life so it doesn't creep up on you and sabotage you later. I'm not going through that right now, but I have already previously gone through a rapid weight loss where I was losing about 5 to 6 pounds per week. I was down almost 50 pounds in my 90 days. I was down 75 in 6 months, and I was down 100 pounds in like 14 months. So that was pretty rapid. That was pretty much comparable to what people go through with weight loss surgery. And so I never had the, oh my gosh, I don't know who I am, I don't recognize myself. I didn't have any of that. But what I was dealing with was there was different times in my life that things in the past would creep up, and I would want to sabotage my efforts by eating something I wasn't supposed to try to comfort myself. And that was a really hard time when we suppress things and we just put them in the back of our mind and we don't think we need to go there anymore. I'm a person of faith, so I handle things a little bit differently than other people. You know, I pray, I read the word, I try to put what God, you know, has told me into my brain over and over and over again. And for me, that's kind of my comfort, and that's how I'm getting through things, is I am learning who I am through his eyes, because each one of us wants to be so critical on ourselves. And sometimes it's hard to forgive the past and things that people do. And one of the things that I can tell you is forgiveness is not for them. It is for you to release that pain and let somebody else handle it. And so it frees you up. And each time you have to go through and kind of just go through this mental thing of, I forgive you, I am over the situation, it is not going to define me. My past will not define me. I will not let those chains wear me down anymore, because I'm worth it. And that is what you have to say for yourself. I feel horrible that people that have painful past or things that happen to them, that it has to come through weight, because weight is the hardest thing to fix. You know, not like we really want people running to drugs either, because that's hard too, or alcoholism, but we all have something that we use to mask our pain. Unfortunately for us, we see it and the world sees it on our body. It's visible. So when we start losing that weight, it's kind of like our armor is gone, and you have to figure out in your brain how to adjust to that. So there was a point in this journey that I did seek counseling, and it was a short-term counseling. I just needed to kind of get over some things, but it was very helpful. And I was also one of the people that was the most skeptic, that just thought that I was going to sit on a couch and I was going to tell my problems and they were going to, how do you feel about that? No, I found a person that was amazing. She was more like a life coach, but She was a clinical psychologist, and she also was a Christian counselor. She put them all together, and man, was she amazing. Amazing. She just really helped me to see things in a different way and helped me to overcome some issues. Like I said, I don't have as damaged of a past as some people, but through me helping other people and the journey that I've helped, I have dealt with some people that have some serious baggage, some serious pain that they're carrying on, and I just automatically tell them that they probably should seek somebody a little bit more qualified to handle their situation than me. But what I can tell them is you have to free yourself, and you have to forgive other people for the past. Some of my issues came from family, my own family, making fun of me for being fat. And, you know, I had a grandmother that when I wore clothing, she was like, are you getting taller or wider? Or when I brought a boyfriend home to meet the family, he's so good looking, like, how did you land him? I had an aunt that told me that boys don't like fat girls and wished that she had enough money to send me to fat camp. I was like 12. So there was a lot of things in my life that I had to forgive. And it wasn't as serious as other people's, but it still hurts. And people can hurt us. And I am learning on this journey that I'm going to become strong. I want to inspire other people. I want to motivate other people that you can change your life at any time if you're willing to step up and fight for it. I've completely done that, and not just with the surgery. And that's another thing. I want to help those people and show them that a surgery should still be last resort, not the first one. Because let me tell you, I got off a lot of weight with just good eating and good nutrition and learning those keys first. And I truly believe that if I would not have learned those things first, I would not be set up to handle this surgery as well. Because the stuff that I see people eating, because they're so obsessed with protein and it's masked in all this processed food, it's gonna catch up with them. And I don't want to be that person that just eats whatever in a smaller amount. I want to put what's going to heal my body and continue my results. So I want to be the voice to people that let's try this first. Let's try to help you first. If you get stuck like I did, then let's go for this solution next. But let's take what you learned here and helping you on your journey, because we all want to keep these results. We want to keep them going forward. We don't want to gain it back. We don't want to get stuck into bad habits. So I want to be that voice for other people that don't know what they're doing. I want to be able to help them. And I am just fired up. I've got my fire back. And that's what this did for me, is because we can all get in our heads and just get stuck and hate on ourselves when things don't go our way. And it wasn't for lack of trying, because I am one hell of a fighter, let me tell you. And so when this gave me that advantage to get through where my body's like, nope, we're done, you've lost enough weight, this is where we want you, and I was able to get past that, I got my fire back. And there's so many lives that are going to be impacted because of I'm on my game. And I am on a mission to save mamas and to save daddies and to save people from terrible health problems that they're doing to themselves because of food and because of obesity. And it's not fair that people that are can't say that word, bear with me, but you get what I'm saying, disposed to gaining weight. It's not fair that we have to have health problems. It's not, but it will happen. I was one of those people that my life was miserable because of all of my health problems. And when I got to get rid of all of them, before my surgery, let me tell you what, I got to see what life was really like, what living really felt like, what being able to move my body and feeling good felt like. I want to be able to help other people reverse diabetes and prevent diabetes in their children, because of the way they're eating is also the way they're feeding their kids. And now it's like we have a generation of children coming up that have obesity issues so young that, guys, they're not even going to have relationship issues because they may not make it that far, because of doctors are saying to this very day, we have no idea what these diabetes medications are going to do to these children who are going to be on them for years. We know what to expect when people hit in their 40s and 50s, but we don't know what they're going to do to children's bodies for a lifetime. We have to break that cycle. We have to. And we're not fighting fat anymore. We're fighting a food industry. We are fighting what real food is. If we have to have a health food store or a health food section of food in the grocery store, what is the rest of the food? It's obviously not healthy. So we really need to get our country back. We really need to get our fight back. And we really need to learn what quality food is. And we need to start teaching people what that is. It's so important, because I want to change this country as much as I possibly can. And if I have to go through the sacrifices of what I've done to do that, I will, because I have not changed my eating with my surgery. I have just gone straight into doing what I've always done. And yes, I have more restriction, but I did this surgery not just for the food restriction, more for what the chemicals, the hormones do to the brain, because that is truly what I feel that all of our horrible chemicals, pesticides, herbicides, all of the things that we've ingested over our lifetime is screwing with our brain, and our brain does not know what a healthy weight is. It's creating fat cells just to store toxins and chemicals to keep them from being in our bodies. And so that is why I want to fight back. I want to fight back against what fake food is, fast food, and what real food is, and help teach people what it is to be healthy. Because I once upon a time didn't know. No clue. I had to learn what this is. And because I did, I have changed over 1,500 lives, because I have shared with a person, one family at a time, and helped them. And I am so grateful that I am here for this fight. And I'm so grateful that God gave me my fight back, because I know that I was needed. And it is needed more now than ever. So here's Rachel, Warrior Girl. I am back.